All right. First, I'd like to start by saying all praise to Yahweh Shema Shai, the honors to the elders and apostles that rule well, and salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth with sincerity. This is a suspect in Florida airport shooting lost his mind after Iraq tour, family says. His 26-year-old Easton Ben Santiago returned psychologically troubled from his tour of duty, according to family, and claimed to hear voices telling him to join ISIS. Fort Lauderdale shooting, 5 dead, as suspect identified as Iraq veteran. It says people on the tarmac at the Fort Lauderdale airport were a gunman killed 5 people and injured 8 on Friday. The suspect in the Fort Lauderdale airport shooting that claimed 5 lives was a mentally troubled National Guard veteran who served a year in Iraq and was later discharged from military service for unsatisfactory performance, officials said on Friday. Members of the Esteban Santiago's family told reporters the 26-year-old lost his mind after his tour of duty and had recently received psychological treatment following a number of incidents. And one last summer, he turned up unexpectedly at an FBI office near his home in Anchorage, Alaska, and claimed to be hearing voices in his head telling him to join ISIS. Now, the reason why I brought up this article is because this is part of the agenda for the elites to bring terror upon the people to further take away the gun laws, because they passed new laws on guns. I guess being able to take away or having to register your weapon and its and the accessories that come with it. You can only have certain accessories. It says according to Major Paul Darlin, spokesman for the Puerto Rico National Guard, Santiago was deployed to Iraq in 2010 with the 130th Engineer Battalion. He later joined the Alaska National Guard as an Army reservist in November 2014 and was discharged in August 2016. Lieutenant Colonel Candice Armstead said without giving full details. Santiago was carrying military ID when he was arrested, law enforcement officials said. Family members said Santiago, who was born in New Jersey but moved to Puerto Rico with his parents as a 2-year-old and then moved to Alaska after his Iraq tour, had been hospitalized or received treatment for mental issues on several occasions. It says something got to him at the MK Ultra. It looks like he lost his mind, his aunt Maria Ruiz Rivera told NJ.com in Spanish during a short interview Friday at her apartment in Union City, New Jersey. He would say that he would see things, so he went to the hospital. That's part of the mind control program, man. A good movie to watch is Manchurian Candidate. It explains how they, do the presidents with the MK Ultra, the soldiers with the MK Ultra, and that'll further explain what's going on with this situation. Her husband, Hernan Rivera, said, "Only thing I could tell you is when he came out of Iraq, he wasn't feeling good." Ruiz Rivera said the last time she saw her nephew was in 2011 when he was in therapy, but she said she spoke to him by phone after his baby was born in Alaska September. Everything else was fine. He was happy with his baby. He sent me a photo. Then I didn't hear anything more, she said. Other family members painted a picture of troubled young father, Brian Santiago. The suspect's brother confirmed he had a girlfriend and young child in Alaska. I'll read a little more. It says, he's a regular person, spiritual, a good person. Byron Santiago said in the phone interview, adding that he had been fighting with a lot of people in Alaska. He speculated that his brother might have experienced a flashback to his military service, although he said the discharge was not due to PTSD or other issues related to his service in Iraq. Let me see. Public records of Santiago's history show that he had faced 2 minor criminal charges, one of operating a vehicle without tailgate license and insurance in 2015, and misdemeanor charge of violating conditions of release, which was dismissed by prosecutors in 2016. Right, so that's basically it. All this is part of the MK Ultra mind control, and then they using agents to either to shoot people and whatnot, or just a test drill. Because a lot of times they don't even show any of the victims that were wounded. Give any names or anything. But this is Micah chapter 2, verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it's in the power of their hands. Right, and this is part of the elite's agenda to bring in a new world order. So they use this to take away the gun rights. They already stationed the troops, and yeah, that's what's going on in America. It's just gonna uptick every day. But that's it for the lesson. Shalom.